All right, man, we back. Mercy Sports Talk. We're in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. One of the writers at ESPN proposed, and I linked the article in the description from SB Nation. They proposed that Darius be traded to the Eagles for a third-round pick in Sidney Jones. Let's talk about it. Good deal, bad deal, no deal. We back. It's your boy CJ Goodfellas. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget, check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. I do appreciate that's the best donation you can make is hitting the subscribe button over there and subscribing and sharing the video over here. All right, and I think it's not a good deal. All right, they can hold the Sidney Jones and just give me the second round pick for Darius Slay. Now we argued a little bit. I don't say argued, debated a little bit on the last live stream, and I did two last week. What would they get for Darius Slay? I thought they can get a late first, maybe a second for Darius. I could be wrong, due to you have to give Darius Slay a contract extension, but Sidney Jones has struggled over there, man. He wasn't drafted too long ago. Maybe it's the system, but with that front seven over there, if you're struggling playing corner, and maybe it's a disconnect between the coaches, but if the coaching in the Eagles ain't that good, I don't think the coaching on defense coming to Detroit may be better. But I'm not saying Patricia can't coach, but this is a man scheme. Not sure if Sidney Jones can hang Jermaine in this scheme. It's a lot of man, limited zone. And maybe, that's what he do is play man coverage. So I don't know too much about him. I know none of their corners over there succeeded. I was willing to give Ronald Darby a try last year, but I think Rashad Melvin ended up being a better fit, him coming off the ACL. But, if they can add a third round pick, that's cool. They just give them another pick. But I would say hold the Jones, all right? Hold the fries, hold the Jones, and just give me a second round pick. But we'll see what they can get from him. Oh boy, just the fantasy writer who said it in it's a proposal. They always trying to take Detroit top players and give us nothing. This ain't no Andre Drummond. This is perhaps the Detroit best player who's actually made Pro Bowls and I think was on the All Pro team the first time. So if you only can get a third for Darius Slay, they better think about putting a deal together to keep him, because him on $16 million ain't nothing but like a $4 million raise per season, depending on what the guarantee money gonna be. Plus, Tre'Davious Wright and Jalen Ramsey is going to reset the market at $20 million a year. So Darius Slay, what he's asking for, is not outrageous. It's not above market value. It's pretty much market value. He'll be the top paid corner probably for a day. All right, and I say that with an exaggeration, funny twist on it, but very, very, exciting. To see what happens with him. But I just don't think Sidney Jones is the move. All right, maybe you put Sidney Jones in a different situation. He comes here, he blossoms. Maybe the culture was bad, but when you playing with that front seven, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett, I think the kid out of Tennessee, Nigel Bradham, some of them dogs up front, and you can't really, thrive with that pressure they getting, and you getting flamed like that. You come to Detroit, you getting flamed. We can throw out something similar, and with you being on that island all the time, man to man, a little bit of help in the middle, maybe a man under, 2 men under, then I'll get it. Maybe you're a little bit better in the system, but I just don't see it, man. I don't think that's a good trade. Trying to give us Sidney Jones, just give us the second pick and hold the Jones, all right? This ain't no basketball. We ain't got no love Jones this way, but, I don't think Bob Quinn going to do it. I don't think Bob Quinn want to pay him. Now, if Bob Quinn had drafted Darius Slay, he probably would have his money already. And I think the writing was on the wall last year when they gave Harrison that extension, and he had only been here for 8 games last season, and they ain't paid Darius Slay. And that's a sign of a bad organization, too, who don't take care of their homegrown talent, guys that came here and produced and did what they had to do. So, especially when they fit the scheme so well. Darius Slay was a man cover corner, coming out of JUCO, going to Mississippi State, coming out to Detroit Lions. I remember thinking they should have took Jonathan Banks because he was the more known corner, but Darius Slay, I don't even think he did a year out of JUCO with Mississippi State, but he was the better fit because he played man coverage, and obviously when Darius Slay got here, they played a lot of zone, and he got, exposed, and eventually he caught on the zone, and then, he became a really, dominant man in zone corner here. But usually players that come to Detroit, they don't work in other places, they don't work here. You know what I'm saying? You got your anomalies. George Johnson, he came here, lit it up. Romeo Rockwell, Eli Harold. You had some good pass rushers, but that's what the Lions under Jim Schwartz and under Jim Caldwell, they had really, really good pass rushers. You know what I'm saying? They was able to make Andre Fluenel and C.J. Mosley look, more than respectable here. In other places, they will look pedestrian and not be so good. But with cornerbacks, we ain't really had that success. But hey, let me know what you guys think. I'll link the article in the description. Hit the title or the drop-down box to see it under article link. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you want business question, query, sponsorship, video request. Want to make a donation to the channel. All that information in the description. One time for the one time we go.